Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something super important. Sleep. We all know how crucial it is, but sometimes it can be tough to get a good night's rest, especially if you're a teenager. It's like trying to beat the last level of a video game after an all-nighter. Nearly impossible. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In this video, I'm sharing 7 tips to help you sleep better and wake up feeling awesome. We're talking next level sleep here. The kind that leaves you feeling refreshed, recharged, and ready to conquer your day. Alright guys, tip number 1 is all about consistency. We're talking about creating a sleep schedule and sticking to it like glue, even on weekends. I know, sleeping in on Saturdays is basically a religion, but trust me on this one. Your body thrives on routine. Think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't just run whenever you felt like it, right? You'd have a schedule to build up your endurance. Sleep is the same way. Going to bed and waking up around the same time each day, even if it's just within an hour or two on weekends, helps regulate your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, also known as your circadian rhythm. It's like setting a timer for your sleep, letting your body know when it's time to wind down and wake up. This consistency will have you sleeping like a champ and waking up feeling refreshed, not like you got hit by a truck. Now, I get it, sticking to a schedule can be tough, especially with homework, hanging out with friends, and late-night gaming sessions. But think of it this way. A consistent sleep schedule is like leveling up your life. You'll have more energy, better focus, and you'll be able to crush your day. Plus, you won't be that guy nodding off in class or at the dinner table. To make this super easy, start by setting realistic bedtime and wake-up times that work for you. Don't try to force yourself to sleep at 8 p.m. if you're not tired. Gradual changes are key. Maybe start by moving your bedtime 15 minutes earlier every few days until you reach your goal. And remember, consistency is king. Let's be real. We're all glued to our phones, laptops, and TVs these days. But here's the thing. Those screens are messing with our sleep big time. That's why tip number 2 is all about limiting screen time before bed. We're talking at least an hour before you hit the hay. 2 hours if you can swing it. I know, it sounds impossible. But trust me, your brain will thank you. Here's the deal. Electronic devices emit something called blue light, which is like the arch nemesis of melatonin. Melatonin is like the sleep hormone, the VIP that tells your body it's time to catch some Z's. But when you're exposed to blue light, especially at night, it throws your melatonin production out of whack. It's like telling your brain it's time to party when it should be winding down for the night. So what happens? You guessed it, trouble falling asleep, restless nights, and waking up feeling groggy. Not exactly the recipe for a productive and awesome day, right? The good news is, ditching those screens before bed can make a world of difference. Instead of scrolling through social media or binge watching your favorite shows, try something relaxing like reading a book, a real one, not an ebook, taking a warm bath, or listening to some calming music. Your brain will be so much happier, and you'll be surprised at how much easier it is to fall asleep. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up your devices entirely, but setting some boundaries and creating a screen-free sanctuary in your bedroom can seriously up your sleep game. Think of it like a digital detox for your brain. Give it a try, and you'll be sleeping like a log in no time. Alright guys, Chapter 3 is all about creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Think of it like a ritual, a series of calming activities that signal to your body and mind that it's time to transition from the hustle and bustle of the day to the peaceful land of slumber. It's like setting the stage for the perfect night's sleep. Now, everyone's bedtime routine will look a little different, but the key is to find activities that help you unwind and de-stress. This could be anything from reading a book or taking a warm bath to listening to calming music or practicing some light stretches. It's all about finding what works best for you and your body. Personally, I like to dim the lights about an hour before bed and put on some chill music. It helps me slow down and clear my head after a long day. Sometimes I'll even light a scented candle. Lavender as my go-to for relaxation. It's all about creating a calming atmosphere. Another important part of a bedtime routine is consistency. Try to do the same activities in the same order each night. This will help your body get into a rhythm and make it easier to fall asleep. Remember, we're creatures of habit, and creating a consistent bedtime routine is like setting your internal clock for a good night's sleep. Chapter 4. Now, let's talk about your sleep environment. If you want to sleep like a king, you need a bedroom that's worthy of royalty. And no, I'm not talking about a four-poster bed and silk sheets, although those wouldn't hurt. I'm talking about creating a sleep sanctuary. A space that's cool, dark, and quiet. The perfect trifecta for amazing sleep. First up, let's talk temperature. You know that feeling of tossing and turning because you're too hot or too cold? Yeah, that's not conducive to good sleep. Most sleep experts recommend keeping your bedroom temperature slightly cooler than you might think, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It might sound chilly, but trust me, your body will thank you for it. A cooler room helps to lower your body temperature, which is a natural part of the sleep cycle. Next up, darkness. Remember how we talked about blue light messing with your melatonin production? Well, any kind of light can be disruptive to your sleep. That's why it's crucial to make your bedroom as dark as possible. We're talking blackout curtains, eye masks, the whole 9 yards. The goal is to create an environment that's as close to pitch black as possible. Last but not least, noise. If you live in a noisy neighborhood or have roommates who like to party into the wee hours, you know how much noise can impact your sleep. Investing in a good pair of earplugs or a white noise machine can be a game changer. These tools help to block out distracting sounds and create a more peaceful sleep environment. All right, guys, Chapter 5 is all about what you eat and drink before bed. Because believe it or not, what you consume can have a major impact on your sleep quality. Think of it this way. Your digestive system is like a machine, and it needs time to wind down and rest just like the rest of your body. When you eat a heavy meal or consume caffeine or alcohol close to bedtime, you're basically throwing a wrench in your digestive system's gears. It's like forcing your body to work overtime when it should be winding down for the night. This can lead to indigestion, heartburn, and other digestive discomforts that can make it tough to fall asleep and stay asleep. Caffeine is a stimulant, which means it gives you a temporary boost of energy. Great for mornings, not so much for bedtime. When you consume caffeine close to bed, it can stay in your system for hours, interfering with your sleep cycle and making it harder to fall asleep. Alcohol might make you feel sleepy at first, but it can actually disrupt your sleep later in the night. It can interfere with your REM sleep, which is the deepest, most restorative stage of sleep. So even if you fall asleep easily after a nightcap, you might not wake up feeling refreshed and energized. Alright guys, Chapter 6 is all about getting your heart pumping and your body moving. Now I know what you're thinking, exercise, but I'm trying to sleep more, not less. Hear me out on this one. Regular physical activity can actually work wonders for your sleep quality. It's like a natural sleep aid, but without the grogginess and side effects. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects and can help reduce stress and anxiety. Remember how we talked about stress being a major sleep saboteur? Well, exercise is like a stress-busting superhero. By reducing your stress levels, exercise can help create a more conducive environment for restful sleep. But here's the catch. Timing is everything. Exercising too close to bedtime can actually have the opposite effect and make it harder to fall asleep. Your body needs time to wind down after a workout. So aim to finish your workout at least a few hours before you plan to hit the hay. And don't worry, you don't need to become a gym rat to reap the sleep benefits of exercise. Even moderate intensity activities like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling can make a difference. Find an activity you enjoy and make it a regular part of your routine. We've all been there. Lying awake at night, thoughts racing through our minds like a runaway train exams, relationships, that embarrassing thing you said in class 3 years ago. Stress and anxiety can be major sleep saboteurs. That's why Chapter 7 is all about managing stress and anxiety to create a more peaceful state of mind for sleep. Now, stress management looks different for everyone, but the key is to find healthy coping mechanisms that work for you and incorporate them into your daily routine. Think of it like building a stress-busting toolkit that you can turn to whenever those anxious thoughts start creeping in. One powerful technique is deep breathing exercises. Deep breathing helps to slow your heart rate, lower your blood pressure, and calm your nervous system. It's like hitting the pause button on your stress response. There are tons of different deep breathing techniques out there, so experiment and find one that resonates with you. Another effective strategy is meditation or mindfulness practices. Meditation is all about training your mind to focus on the present moment, letting go of worries and anxieties. It's like giving your mind a much-needed vacation from the constant chatter of thoughts. There are tons of guided meditations available online or through apps, making it easier than ever to incorporate mindfulness into your daily life. And don't underestimate the power of journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can be incredibly therapeutic. It's like having a conversation with yourself on paper, allowing you to process your emotions and gain clarity. Thanks for watching, guys. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome content. Remember, getting enough sleep is crucial for your physical and mental health, so make it a priority. Start incorporating these tips into your routine, and you'll be sleeping like a pro in no time.